All right, we're going to do 6.4. We're going to do solving systems of equations by substitution. And let me just explain what substitution means, okay? Okay. So if we had this, we did this probably a long time ago, and this means that x equals 3. That means wherever there is an x, I put in a 3. You with me so far? Okay. So we'll have 2 times 3 plus 4. All right? So we multiply that first, and we get 10. The significance about this is that we're going to plug whatever x is into x. Okay? All right? But in this time, if we, instead of having x plus 3, what if we had something else? So I'm going to go over here. All right, what if instead of x, we had something like y plus 4, not just a number. So we put the 3 in there a minute ago.
Right.
We could put the y plus 4 in there. 2 y plus 4.
Okay.
Plus the 4.
So then it'd be 2y.
We distribute then.
Plus 8.
Plus 4. And we'd bring this together.
So 12. Plus 2y.
And that's as far as we could go.
Right.
All right. So that's the substitution part.
Okay.
So let's do one of your problems. What if I had 2 plus 3y equals 0, and x plus 2y equals negative 10?
Wait a minute. Where are we getting the 2 from?
Did I say 2?
Yeah.
Minus, I guess. It's a minus, my bad.
So we're doing... Okay, I see what
Okay,
we're
you
doing.
got it? Okay.
I'm writing out the totally wrong thing. But wait a minute. Where'd you get the 2 for that one? Cause it's
I'm sorry, it's an x. Thank you for fixing those.
Fine.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Back here, you had an x equals something. We don't have that here. But we could solve this one for x, or we could solve this one for x. I prefer to add to solve things, so I would prefer to add the 2y over to here.
Yeah, me too.
Might be easier, okay? So I'm going to add 2y to this side and add 2y to this side. It's easiest to solve with one of them that has an x all by itself. That's why I chose that, okay? We could have solved for y, but we chose x because it was all by itself.
Right.
So in this case, x is going to equal, I'm going to put the 2y first. Do you remember when we were doing all those solving for one variable?
Yeah.
This is y.
Okay.
Now we know that x equals 2y minus 10, and so in the place of that x right there, we're going to plug in a 2y minus 10. So we'll have a 2y minus 10, very good, plus 3y equals 0. Last time, this equation had an x and a y. Now all we have is just one variable, both y's. So that's why we substituted in, so we could have just one variable.
Oh,
okay. So now we can solve this. I have a 2y and a 2y makes...
2y and 3y makes 5.
I think I said that wrong. 2y plus 3y, yes, 5y. What do you want?
Then plus 10.
Good job.
So 10 equals 5y divided by 5, right?
Yes.
Divided by 5, y equals 2.
Yes. Do you remember the lesson before this one, or a couple before that, when you were finding where two lines cross? Let's do that again. There is an ordered pair, an x and a y value, okay?
Right.
We're trying to find where it crosses by doing this. And we have part of it, we have the y value, but we need the x value now. So we're not quite done. Usually when we found y equals something, circle it done, but we're not now. We're only like, we're more than halfway with the process, but we've got half of the answer, okay?
Okay.
Oops. So let's back out a little bit here. We now need to find the y value. Excuse me, the x value. We know that y is 3. And if I plug in right here, I could find the x value. So x equals 2 times 3, and there's another substitution, because we're substituting in, minus 10.
So 6 minus 10.
Yes.
So x equals 4.
Careful.
Negative 4.
Very good. Now, we have two pieces, and they wanted to know where these cross. So we're going to put them in an ordered pair of negative 4, comma, 3.
Oh, 3.
Yes.
Wait, 3?
Did I get
thought 2.
So did I, and then I plugged it in wrong. I mean, I didn't. You were so right. This should be a 2.
So does that mean
Then we have to plug a 2 in for that.
So that makes 4 minus 10, which is going to be
Yes.
negative 6.
Yes,
That makes a lot of difference.
it does. Both of these are different. I don't know where I got that 3 from. Okay, so we got negative 6, comma 2. X always goes first. Okay,
Right.
there we go. My bad. All right, so we're going to solve one of the equations for a variable, plug it into the other one. The reason we picked an x, why did we pick an x instead of solving for y?
Because we can add. No. Why did we pick an x?
Why did we not solve for like the y right there, or
Because the y already had a variable.
because the y had what we call a coefficient or a number in front of it,
Right.
okay? And it was easier to just move one of them over and not have to divide. If we had to divide here, we would have got a fraction, and then that would have been
That
ugly.
would have been any
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Let's do another one. Let's do the next page. So we have 3x minus 3y equals 1, and x plus y equals, oh, that was a negative 1, by the way, I'm sorry.
Oh.
And x plus y equals 1. All right. Which one do you want to solve for, x or y in the first equation or the second equation?
The first equation.
All right. Which one do you want to solve for, x or y?
X and y. No, y. I want to solve for y.
You want to solve for y in here?
Wait a minute. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
We want to solve for the second one.
All right, why did you choose that?
Because it doesn't have a coefficient or a variable or whatever.
You're,
in the
you're right.
front.
It's a coefficient. You're right. All right. So does it matter? Do you want, since they both don't have coefficients, do you want to do x or do you want to do y?
X
Okay. So we're going to move the y over by doing what?
minus.
Yes.
So subtracting, I guess.
Yes. Very good.
So then x equals 1 minus y.
Very good. Okay. What do you want to do now?
Now we need to plug in for y. Or x or whatever.
Yes. You were going to plug this 1 minus y into this x over here.
That's right.
Okay.
So then 3, 1, 10, right?
Yes. Yes. Minus 3y, yes, equals negative 1. Very good. And you're distributing already.
Oh, sorry.
You're doing
I'm
a
just not just
fantastic
going.
job.
And so then we're gonna, that's gonna be negative 6y.
Yes. So 3 minus 6y minus 1, actually equals negative 1.
So then we're gonna add, no, yeah. Subtract 3.
Good
from the
job.
negative. So it's gonna make negative 4.
Yes, I'm going to shrink some of this so that we have more room. Okay, so we're going to have negative 6y equals negative 4. You are right. Now what?
We're gonna have to divide by negative 6.
Very good, and it's okay. You sounded like that's not going to work. What's a negative divided by a negative?
A positive.
Okay, this is going to be a fraction. And when I reduce that 4 over 6, what do you get?
2/3.
Yes, 2/3. That's okay. We got a fraction. Are we done? Have we found everything we're supposed to find? No. We've only found, we're supposed to find an ordered pair, correct?
Right.
We have found the y portion. How do I find the x portion?
You plug it in for the x.
Very good. We've already got it solved for over here. So I take that 2/3 and I solve it and put it right in there.
So 1.
Yes. So x is going to be 1 minus 2/3.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, I don't remember. What comes after that?
Well, there's a couple ways to do this. You have a whole and you chop it into thirds. and you take 2 of them away, how many are left?
1.
1/3. So this is 1/3. If you didn't remember how to do that, okay, if you didn't know how to remember how to do that, you could have said that this 1 was the same as 1/1 and found a common denominator of 3. Are you with me so far?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And so the 2 stays there, and we multiplied this 1 by 3 to get the 3, so we got to multiply 3 on top, so we're going to have 3/3 minus 2/3, which is 1/3, okay?
Okay.
So there is my ordered pair. These 2 lines cross there.
Okay, so 1/3 and 2/3, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we're done.
Yeah.
We might have to do some more examples, but we're done. Okay.